we have three wonderful gentlemen that have really just had a tremendous career in the furniture industry as reps. And tonight we want to acknowledge these wonderful gentlemen. The first gentleman is a gentleman that I have had the pleasure of working with for the past probably 30 years. I learned a lot from this gentleman. He is from the state of Florida, my home state. Buddy Shaffer is our our legacy winner tonight.
Good evening, everybody. You know, as I look out here, I think I go to baseball games that don't have this many people. But on the real note, my deal is this. I got into this business years ago with a pretty simple philosophy, and that was the sincere belief that business was about long-standing relationships, not one-shot deals. I have to say that it's a philosophy that has served me pretty well. With this recognition tonight, for which I'm unbelievably grateful, excuse me, I can't help but feel the overwhelming support in this room, and I'm extremely cognizant that those in friendships and relations that we forged over literally decades of working together that represent what is truly special about this industry. It's the people. I have a tagline in my business that my marketing consultant employs in work he does for me that says, living beyond ordinary. While that represents the finer things in life and the stuff which all of us in this room sells, to help people beautify their homes and hopefully their respective lives. It's just the stuff of our homes and what is truly beyond ordinary in the industry that I call my home is each of those long-standing relationships. I want to thank each of the principals, the management, the support staff at Stylecraft Home Collection, Pacific Coast Lighting, and J. Alexander, three companies that I'm proud to have represented for more than 3 decades. Actually, it's 2 companies, one for a short time. I must have been 20-something when they hired me, if you can believe that. I want to thank each of my customers, several who are here in this room as well. I want to thank all of the other sales representatives with whom I work at this High Point and other markets who share their successful strategies with me and who make me think that I have a few of my own good ideas on how to sell. I want to thank all of you from the bottom of my heart for your unwavering loyalty and support. It means the world to me. And lastly, I want to thank my daughters Rebecca and Diana, their husbands, Stephen, Mark, and my grandson Noah, who traveled here for the first ever time to the High Point Market to be with me on this special occasion. In addition, I'm fortunate to have my girlfriend Elizabeth here. And folks, you are all the light of my life. Now, with that being said, I want to thank you so much. And truthfully, how about an order?
Let's have a good round of applause for Buddy Shaffer. Bill Munn.
Thank you very much. It's great to have this honor to receive from me. Working in the furniture industry for over 50 years has been rewarding. I began my career at Kurtzman's Furniture in New Orleans, Louisiana as a salesperson and worked my way up to be a buyer. And in 1971, I heard about an interview to be a salesperson at Ashley. I flew to Chicago. They made me pay my way. I want a reimbursement. I've been with Ashley for 46 years. You know, and only one person has been there. Longer than I, Ron Wanik. In the early days, Ron would write the checks, and if he had a really good month, he'd put a little smiley face on the check stub. One month, I made a whopping $7.81. In the early days, in early 1880s, Ron went overseas and brought back the first Queen Anne cherry occasional table to retail under $100, and that really put us on the map. One of the proudest achievements I have is I've hired 7 marketing specialists who now have their own territory, and 3 of the 7 have made Salesman of the Year. With Ron and Todd Wanik's leadership, I came from a small company to now the #1 manufacturer of furniture in the world. I'm very proud to be associated with Ashley. And I'd like to close with this. MMAQ, my most asked question, when am I going to retire? No.
Boy, I need a few more coaster people to stand up and scream for me. Very honored to receive this award. There's a lot of people out here that voted for me, and a lot of people didn't vote for me, but hopefully in the next 30 years when I come back again, you'll all vote for me. I've been in the furniture business. I've been in the wholesale side of the business for 35 years. I worked in retail before that. I worked with a Mart employee out there at RB Furniture. I started my career in the warehouse. I was working part-time for one of my best friends on the truck. We would go out and do deliveries, and I'd look up the Thomas book, and I'd say, okay, Gary, you got to turn left, and then you got to turn right, and then you got to go left. And of course, it should have been right, left, and right. And I had him backwards. I needed Siri back then when we didn't have her, so I just got him lost all the time. I worked on the truck for about a year, and then I became a salesman at RB Furniture. I worked there for 15 years in the management. I opened up stores in the LA and Orange County, and it says in the book that I'm from the Midwest, and he's from the West Coast. I'm from the West Coast, and I'm not moving to the Midwest, so. After that, after RB Furniture, after 15 years, I became a sales manager for a company. I wasn't real excited about management, so I got as an independent rep. I worked for companies like Hacienda Leather, Cardinal of California, Stain Safe for over 20 years, and Philip Bell. And Philip Bell, I was there 10 years. When Philip Bell closed, the very day after they closed, Larry Furiani, where's Larry? Stand up, Larry. Larry called me and said, hey, come down to Coaster and have an interview. I went down there. They hired me. I've been there for 18 years as a sales rep. My son, John, stand up, John. He's been with Coaster over 13 years, 14 years. I got a lot of notes here, but I'm just going to skip over them. I've been married for 49 years. I have, now I'm going to start crying. 49 years. I got 3 married children. I have 7 grandkids. And I have a dog named Bo that I should have put him up on the screen because he's my whole family's unbelievable. I'm a very blessed man. A couple more things. I don't dye my hair, and this isn't a wig. And that's pretty much it. So thank you.